Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing some more makeup organizing. So I did one of these videos where I showed you kind of moving some of my blushes and bronzers over into this new IKEA Alex drawer that I have back here, and I mentioned that I wanted to do the same thing with my eyeshadow palettes. So that is what we're going to be doing today. All of my palettes are in this one drawer, but I cannot see them. There's just way too much in this drawer. I can't get to anything, and I don't know how I'm going to structure this exactly, but I'm thinking I might keep all of my large palettes over here and move some smaller ones over here, or I might just move everything over here and use this drawer for something else. I'm not sure yet, but we're going to go through these today, and I'm also going to declutter just a little bit. Mainly if I come across something that I know I don't want in my collection anymore, I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. And then I have a plan to do an eyeshadow palette collection video. If you guys are interested in that, please let me know and I will definitely do it. But I was thinking I would do it after I move everything and kind of declutter it slightly. And I can do swatches and everything like that, but that'll be a really long video. So let me know if you want me to do that and I will do it for you. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I hope you'll subscribe. I do all kinds of makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I use drugstore and high-end products. So I would love to see you again. I hope you'll subscribe, and I'm going to go ahead and bring you down and show you my eyeshadow palette drawer. All right, so basically I have all of my eyeshadow palettes in this bottom drawer. It's one of the IKEA Alex 5 drawers, and there's so many in here now, particularly all these smaller palettes, that I feel like I can't see them, and I do not like this system at all. So I feel like moving some, if not all of them, over there will really help. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to start by kind of taking everything out of here. And I'll just, if I come across something that I might get rid of, I'll kind of talk about it. But basically, I'm going to go through and just separate them. Okay, so we're going to start by taking out all the palettes in here and kind of separating them. So those three are all larger high-end palettes. This is what's mainly driving me crazy, like I said. Oh, these are the Ulta Gilmore Girls palettes. These aren't the best in terms of quality, but I'm not getting rid of them because I just love Gilmore Girls. I can't help it. We have some mini Natasha Denona palettes. Oh, I just got one of these, or I guess I didn't just get it, but I got it recently from Crease. It's the 5 in a box mini eyeshadow palette, and this one is called Golden Nude Look. These are so nice, you guys. If you have not tried these from Catrice, I think they're $6.99. I only have one of them, but they come in a bunch of different colors. Love this. This is great quality for drugstore eyeshadow. And I actually just heard that Catrice is not going to be sold in Ulta anymore. So if you want Catrice, you're going to have to buy it from the website if you're in the United States, which makes me sad. But this is a great little palette. If you haven't tried it, I would definitely recommend that. Okay, so here's one I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of. So this is one of the Wet n Wild Color Icon palettes, and this one is in, okay, I don't even see the name anymore. I must have taken it off, but the reason I bought this palette was, number one, I wanted to try Wet n Wild eyeshadow, but number two, I was really drawn to this green shade right here, but like on my finger, it kind of looks green, but then when you swatch it, it almost looks like a golden yellowy color. I don't know. I want it to look like it looks in here on my eyes, and it just doesn't. I don't know. This was very underwhelming to me, and I have not reached for it at all. And I feel like if I'm going to choose between these two, I'm gonna always choose the Crease one. So I feel like I can go ahead and declutter that one. All right, then we have Charlotte Tilbury. We have these. So Sephora Collection doesn't even make these anymore. These are their I Love palettes. They make a different version of them now, but I'm kind of sad about it because these were really good. And I like both of these, so I do want to keep those. We have Urban Decay Naked Basics. Love that one. We have the new Urban Decay Naked 3 Mini that I personally really like. I know a lot of people were not impressed, but I actually like it. Then I have two of the little mini Charlotte Tilbury palettes. Here's one I've considered decluttering before. It's one of the Fenty Snap Shadows. This one is the #1 True Neutrals. And I don't know why, because it's not that I don't like the colors. It's just something about this I just don't reach for. And I don't know what it is, because the colors are nice. I don't know. I guess I'm going to make like a little maybe maybe pile over here, and I'll go back to those at the end. All right, my Essence palette. Ooh, this is cute. Love this. This is from Aether Beauty. It's one of their little mini eyeshadow palettes. This one is the Topaz Mini Crystal eyeshadow palette. Really pretty golden greeny colors. Okay, then we have all of my Dior palettes. Only 2 of these are eyeshadow. These 2 are actually the highlighter and the contour palette, so I feel like those need to go somewhere else so they don't get lost. But these little ones from Dior I love. We have all of the mini e.l.f. bite-sized palettes. So I have Sugar and Spice, Pumpkin Pie, Rose Water, Berry Bad, and Truffle. Berry Bad has never been used. Just wonder if I could declutter. Yeah, I think I'm going to declutter Berry Bad. I feel like I'll donate that one because it's never been used. But this one, this is Truffle. This has been used, but I'm not a huge fan of the 4 colors they put in here, to be honest. I mean, they're all right, but nothing that really like blows me away. So I'm thinking that one can go, but I am going to keep Rose Water, Pumpkin, is it Pumpkin Pie or Pumpkin Spice? Pumpkin Pie and Cream and Sugar. Is that right? Yeah. So we'll keep these. Persona palette. Look at this, you guys. I'm gonna have to move this along because I'm gonna sit here and like talk about every single palette. But I got this at the Cosmetic Company store a few months ago. Look, it's never been used, but how pretty is this? I mean, okay. Move it along, Blair. Save the swatches and the stories for the eyeshadow palette collection video. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking now until I get to one where I'm thinking about decluttering it, because if I don't, I'll never make it through this video. You guys, don't think I'm crazy, but I have honestly thought about decluttering this palette, the Sultry palette, and I'm probably getting a lot of like shocked reactions to this, but I loved this palette when I got it. This was one of their holiday palettes a few years ago, but I never find myself wanting to use this palette, and I don't know why, because when I look at it, I mean, the colors are really pretty. I don't know. I really don't. But I don't feel positive about it. So I guess I'm going to put that in the maybe for now. And then this one I've also kind of considered getting rid of. This is the KKW Classic eyeshadow palette, which you're not even going to be able to get these anymore, but I don't know. Now that I look at it, I kind of like those shades. So I'm going to keep that one. Okay, here's another problem. I feel like my face palettes need to have like their own area somewhere because I feel bad for them, honestly. They just get stuck in the back of this palette drawer, and I feel like that's why they don't get used. Like particularly these two Hourglass holiday palettes. I love these, and they don't get used, not because I don't like them, because I don't even see them. They're hidden in the very back. So I feel like those are going to have to go somewhere with like these Dior palettes and even these Charlotte Tilbury face palettes. I feel like those need their own place. Like here's something else. Look at this pretty Hourglass highlight palette. What was this called? The Strobe palette, the Ambient Strobe palette. Yeah, I love these, but there again, they don't get used because they're stuck in the back. So that's gonna have to go somewhere else. And then lastly, okay, here's one I'm thinking I could probably declutter. This was an impulsive purchase. I remember this. I bought this, I want to say at Ulta last holiday when I had one of their 20% off coupons. And this was the holiday palette. These do swatch really well though. Gosh, why is this so hard? Okay, that one's going in the maybe. This one might go. And okay, believe it or not, that is it. This drawer is empty. Okay, so I'll kind of show it to you now that everything is out. So these are those face palettes I was talking about. Those are the maybes. Those are the ones I'm gonna declutter. These are all like my larger palettes, and then those are like medium-sized palettes. Minis over here, high-end, and then drugstore ones over there. I'm actually pretty proud of this eyeshadow palette collection because I have a lot of palettes, but I feel like I actually really love the palettes that I have. So I'm very proud of that. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do now is figure out what I'm gonna do over here. So this is the lip drawer we did the other day. This is the blush drawer, which is very, very satisfying. This one has nothing in it as of now. All right, so I'm still having trouble deciding if the larger palettes are gonna get moved over here, and maybe I'll remove some of these and put them on the in other drawers. I don't know. I know the mini palettes are gonna go over here though, so I'm gonna do that first. So we have Urban Decay, Charlotte Tilbury, Tasha Denona, All right, I think I got those mini palettes put away okay for the most part. I'll show you that in a second, but now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with these face palettes so that I can actually see them. Okay, am I crazy? Is this drawer bigger than this drawer? Hold on. Okay, so now I'm thinking maybe I should have put the eyeshadows down there. Oh well, I'll leave it for now, but I might end up moving those. Okay, so I'll kind of show you this quickly. So this is what I did with the eyeshadows for now. I might end up kind of rearranging again, but I was hoping they would all kind of stack up like this, like kind of in like a filing system way, but not all of them are shaped, or some of them are just too tall to be able to do that. So I have to kind of shift them around to make them fit in here, but I like this so much better because I can actually see what I have now. So I'm thinking this is gonna work a lot better. And then what I was saying is I feel like this drawer is a little bit taller than that one. Yeah, so maybe I should have put them down here and I would have had some more room. But anyway, for now, I put those Hourglass palettes here, the two Charlotte Tilbury face palettes, and my two Dior face palettes right there. And that's all I have for now. So now I have to decide what to do with the rest of these. Do I move them all over here, or do I put them back in this drawer? Because these I can kind of stand up. That's how I had them before, and now there aren't as many. So I could probably, let me just try to put these away and see how well they fit. Okay, look how well they fit in here now. They all fit so beautifully, other than those are the ones I haven't decided about over there. But, so these fit fine, and there's plenty of room. I don't have anything in the back there anymore, which is nice. The only thing is it kind of bothers me they're not over there with the other palettes. But I can't stand them up like this if I move them over there because they're too tall. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like this for now and see if this is better. I think this will be a lot better now that I have all the mini palettes over there. So I'm thinking this is gonna be fine. But let me pull out these maybe palettes real quickly. Okay, the first one I have here, I don't think I talked about it earlier, but this is the Jessie palette. This is from Alexa Persico. And it's the Jessie James Decker eyeshadow palette. So I went through a phase where I love Jessie James Decker. I still do like her. But that's when I got this palette. And it's pretty, but this was kind of before I had the eyeshadows that I have now. And I don't know. I feel like I don't need this anymore. Yeah. So we're going to declutter that one. I just have too many other really good neutral eyeshadow palettes that I know I'm not going to pick that one over the others. Okay, then we have this little baby Fenty palette. Guys, I do not know. Something about this is not speaking to me. I don't know why, because I like the colors, but this, I remember specifically the last time I did my eyeshadow declutter, I almost decluttered this then. So I think that means I probably should. And again, this is the KKW Beauty holiday palette from last year. And they're swatched on my hand. I don't know if you can see. But no, I don't need it. Okay, last but not least, we have Sultry. This one I'm going to keep. I don't feel confident about decluttering this one. I don't know what it is because I love the Anastasia eyeshadows. Honestly, this shade Bloom has always kind of bothered me. I don't know. I feel like it looks very out of place. I'm sure they did that just to give the palette, like, you know, something different. I'm sure that's why they included that shade. But I don't know. Something about that has always kind of thrown me off. But I'm going to keep this for now. Okay, so here are my larger palettes. They all fit perfectly in here. And then over here, You have all of my little mini palettes. One thing I was going to mention, I didn't mention this earlier, but this does not include a few new palettes that I've gotten recently that I haven't used in videos yet. So this is not absolutely all of the palettes. There are a few more that are not over here, but this is most of them. And yeah, this I'm really happy about. I like this a lot, and I'm very excited that I can now see these face palettes, so hopefully they will get used a little bit more. And yeah, that is all we're gonna do for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Bye.
Sunday morning, waking up with you. We got no plans.